All right, it's Lucia's Agent Storytime Tales of the Dreamless. I'm kind of curious as to what they're gonna do here. Like, I'm assuming, right? It has something to do with maybe the ASMR thing that came out for her, but I'm not sure. Because, like, she has a fairly pivotal role in the main story quest, but I know we don't get to really explore her side of things because it really is a Manato and Yatari story quest, honestly. So I'm kind of glad they're fleshing her story out. I'm prepared to be maybe sad. So let's see what's going on. Wise, Lucia says she needed to see you, but knowing her schedule, she probably won't be here for a while. Then I'll take the chance to get some sleep. Belle, you should get some sleep now. Wise, are you sure you're not actually an old man disguise? That's way too early for sleep. Hey, first of all, any time for sleep is a good time for sleep, okay? All right, I'm going to bed. If you and Lucia run into anything fun, you better tell me all about it. Sure enough, before long, someone came knocking on the room's window. At this hour, it could only be...
Wise? I knew you'd still be up.
You literally said, hey, I need to talk to you, and then, of course, we're gonna be waiting for you, girly. I'm quite the night owl. I'm not a night owl, actually. But aside from what you might think, with owl literally as a part of my species, I want to sleep. Didn't you ask to meet at this time?
Didn't you specifically tell me to stay up tonight because you wanted to talk?
I knew I could count on you, Proxy. Anyway, the reason I'm bugging you at this hour is... I was hoping you could help me with something. Lately, my ethereal research has been like a Tarrasque mixer trying to get through the old metro tunnel in Cretan Hollow.
Oh.
Completely stuck.
I totally get what you mean.
Oh, that's rough. How were things going before you hit the bottleneck?
It was... going pretty well, I guess. I had this plan to turn our lawn into pedal sofas for hollow camping, and I tried to figure out how the traffic lights on Fawn worked. Oh, do you happen to know, if you tie both ends of a specter's cloak into a knot, how does it keep floating?
I don't know, girly. What are you talking about?
Wait, Lucia. Where are all these research ideas even coming from?
Her brain, duh.
What do you mean, where? From the hollows, of course. Just walk on in, run into a couple of ethereals, and boom! Research inspiration! But I'll admit, these ordinary inspirations are just not enough.
Not enough? What other ideas did you have?
The inspirations are not enough? Or should I be asking, what about the other ideas you had before?
Proxy, could it be you haven't read any of my posts on Spook Shack?
I've read some of them. I don't know which ones are yours, though.
I guess the titles of my posts haven't been catchy enough.
You gotta hook them with the clickbait titles, because apparently the only time people will watch is when you clickbait title. Unfortunately, I have proof of that.
If I can't come up with something as attention-grabbing as the fiery serpent, then no matter how many times I write about blast crawlers, people are just gonna get bored and lose their interest in the forum. And when that happens, where can I find leads on the night horror?
Is that some kind of rare ethereal? The night horror? I mean, she explained
What's
it
a night
in the
horror?
main story, I'm pretty sure.
Some rare ethereal you're interested in?
Well, it's kind of a long story. For now, think of it as an ethereal. An ethereal that can enter people's dreams and talk to them. Wait, Proxy, do you think ethereals can communicate with humans?
If we translated it, maybe. They may be able to.
I suppose it's not impossible. If we could really communicate... No, I'm not using an Arlon sofa.
I know what you mean, Proxy. Normally, I'd say this is just baseless speculation and leave it at that. But right now, I've got the perfect research subject in mind. let's head out now.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Before diving into the hollow, we have to make a stop at Fluffy.
Ooh.
Why do you want to visit Fluffy first?
Oh, I'm going to buy a toy.
You're buying a toy? Since when did you have a pet?
Not yet, actually.
You're trying to keep an ethereal as a pet, huh?
Chestnut's gonna be the goodest pup.
Who the fuck is Chestnut?
I see. You're
Oh,
thinking
girl.
of using the toy to get the puppy's attention.
Yes!
Wait, then why can't we do it after we're finished with our business in the hollow?
Oh, and then it ends. Okay.
Hey there! Welcome in! Looking for something special today?
If I want a little doggy to come up to me on her own, what should I get?
Honestly, you don't need to buy anything to get close to a pup. Genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion. That's all it takes to win a puppy's heart. It's true!
That's pretty convincing.
Kindness, patience, and passion. Yeah, no dog would say no to that. I'm convinced.
I mean, also treats.
No. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's just... Chestnut's a very particular little pup.
Perhaps not a dog breed specifically.
I understand. I've met lots of special needs pups. Some were abandoned, some have been on their own since they were born. If you want to gain their trust, it will take a longer time. Let me think. What about this? A brand new line of treats for puppies! I packed it with all sorts of delicious jerky. They're super yummy. No pup can resist it.
Karen leans in for a sniff as she introduces the treats. Achoo!
Sorry, the smell got me.
That's okay. But, I don't think Chestnut would like this. Chestnut is, a bit of a picky eater.
You sure?
I see. Then maybe you want to give this one a go. Our most popular toy. It's a battery-powered bird that flaps like the real thing. Our kitties and puppies go nuts for it.
This looks great. But is it sturdy enough?
I'm afraid not. It's actually designed more for cats, and it's built to be lightweight, so I wouldn't call it sturdy. It should work for smaller dogs, though.
Chestnut's a big girl with a big girl attitude.
Oh, that might not work then. Let me think. Oh, if you don't mind something a little old school, we do have another toy for bigger pups. It's actually more of a pillow. It doesn't have any bells or whistles, but it's really sturdy and great for gnawing. It's also infused with a calming scent to help soothe anxious pups. People can't really smell it, but dogs usually like it a lot.
Oh, this is adorable! Though, I'm not sure if Chestnut would care much about the scent with her sense of smell.
What you're saying sounds really weird. I mean, yes, but when does it not sound weird coming out of Lucia's mouth?
Based on what you said, Lucia, Chestnut is a big girl who doesn't eat much, has a weak sense of smell, and a bit of a temper? That sounds a little weird.
What's weird about that? Every puppy's different. Chestnut's just got her own little quirks.
Sure, like an ethereal, you know.
I'll take this one, please.
Sturdy little cushion. Oh, it's shaped in a little ham bone. Highly recommended by Karin. This is the most durable dog toy at Fluffy, a small cushion. Wonder which special pup Lucia plans to win over with it.
You got it. Hope it helps you bond with that special little pup of yours.
Oh, it definitely will.
Lucia takes the cushion Karen recommended, then rushes off towards the hollow. Better catch up quick.
Let me think. All right, let's head that way.
Okay. Where's the pup? Oh, well.
Isn't that
Uh-oh. Oh, well, there's your dog.
strange? This place was nice and quiet last time I was here.
Nice and quiet? You mean there weren't this many ethereals here before?
Oh, shoot. I forgot to
Thank
wait for the
goodness
dialogue.
You guys are here.
Hi.
I was this close to being killed. That sneaky little Hati totally set me up.
Huh? Which Hati are you talking about? Among the pack of ethereals that surrounded you, I didn't see any.
Oh, maybe you didn't see it. There was a smaller Hati, just about waist high. That one right there. It lured me all the way here and got me ambushed by all those ethereals.
Never heard of anything like that before. An ethereal pulling tricks on people? How did it trick you?
It ran ahead like it wanted me to chase it, you know?
So, you have the survival instincts of a fucking walnut, is what I'm hearing.
That's pretty weird.
It's not that weird. You young folks shouldn't underestimate how crafty those things can be.
Sure.
No, I mean, you are pretty weird, mister. In the Hollow, most people run away from ethereals. That little Hati from earlier, if you want to dodge it, it'd be easier than a Thanatos dodging a blast crawler. Why did you even chase it?
I didn't chase it.
You literally said you ran after it, okay?
Look, I was minding my own business in the Hollow, and that Hati ran at me out of the blue, with a whole pack of ethereals behind it to ambush me.
But then why was... It feels like it was being chased, but why?
Now that's interesting. I've only heard of symbiotic ethereals in Hollow Zero being able to command other ethereals. Maybe that little Hati has what it takes to be the next Nineveh.
Girl, we do not want that.
I don't get what you're on about. You run into ethereals in the Hollow, you eliminate them. That's just the way it is. Instead of taking down that ethereal, you're now blaming me? That is just absurd.
She's just concerned about what happened to you. It's important to know your enemies in the Hollow.
Sir, my friend is just trying to understand what happened between you and those ethereals. If we don't know what we're dealing with, we might wind up in the same trouble you did.
You!
Frustrated by the questions from Lucia that he couldn't answer, the investigator snaps and storms off. It sounds like he's going to be a recurring character for later.
Roxy, do you think I'm absurd too?
Oh yeah, everyone's fucking weird. You're not the only one. I'm already used to how unique you are. I'm sure you've got your reasons. Yeah, you have your reasons for being this way. Let's be so for real. If you are not unique, or if you're not, if you don't have, at least one little quirk to you, then you're boring as shit. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sure you have your reasons. Ethereals are dangerous, sure, but strangers can be worse.
Right.
That guy was definitely hiding something. It's smart to be cautious.
If we're picking between a man and a ethereal, I will take the ethereal. Thank you very much.
Ah, I knew it! Wise, we're totally in sync. Like how Ahriman and Spectre always find each other in the dark. Plus, that investigator earlier was quite the weird one. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone accuse Chestnut of hurting someone.
Well, there we are. You don't mean that Hati, right? Oh, she
Hold
means
on.
that Hati.
Who's Chestnut? You don't mean that Hati the investigator was talking about, right?
Yeah! Chestnut is a good girl. Ever since I met Chestnut, she's never harmed anyone from outside the Hollow. More than once, she quietly led me to injured investigators so I could help them. This one time, right around here, my carrot stopped working. Chestnut just happened to stroll by and guided me out.
That's kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie. The rescue dog?
You mean Hati is working as a rescue dog in the Hollow? That's even wilder than the research you mentioned earlier.
Listen, this is more normal the further along in ZZZ we go. I'm just accepting everything at this point.
There's other reasons, of course, but I trust Chestnut. She's always been gentle and kind. What's strange is, the last few times I saw her, I kept feeling like someone was tagging her, tracking her. Just like that guy from earlier.
But an ethereal, being friendly, those other reasons must be really important.
Kind and gentle ethereal. I need a second to process it. Those other reasons must be really important.
It's a long story. Let's talk about it when we get back. Ugh. And thanks to that weirdo earlier, I didn't even get the chance to give Chestnut the toy I picked out. Let's look around a bit more. Maybe she's still nearby. I
Girlie?
think Chestnut went that way.
Chestnut?
Let's go take a look.
Child? Bark, bark, woof, woof.
Chestnut, I know you're there. You didn't hide your tail properly.
She understood that?
Of course. She always understood me. Aw, you don't like it?
Maybe because you just dropped it in front of her. Although this is the closest Chestnut has ever gotten to me, it seems like she's not in the mood to play with me just yet. Should we head back? Sure, I haven't processed it yet. Huh? Because of me or because of Chestnut? But I think I know what you want to ask. Let's talk about it once we get out of here. You leave the hollow with Lucia and return to Saloon Bay. What a shame. What's a shame? You mean Chestnut?
Aw, Chestnut still wouldn't take my gift. Do you think that investigator spooked her? Maybe that's why she's being extra cautious today.
Let's try to find her again next time. How did you two meet?
Yeah. By the way, how did you meet Chestnut?
Well, it has something to do with the night horror legend from my tribe. Long story short, Chestnut is a gift the night horror sent me in a dream.
What? I remember you mentioning that before. Could you tell me more?
I think I remember you mentioning the night horror, but you never said it sent you a gift. Can you tell me more about it?
You already know I'm one of the night watchers out on the fringes of New Eridu. We rest during the day, and we're active at night. The stories say that long ago, our ancestors fought a powerful ethereal. The battle lasted for days, and just before it fell, it released a final surge of power. Ever since then, it's haunted our dreams. Sometimes, when our people fall asleep at night, they dream of the night horror. And in their sleep, they walk straight into the hollow, drawn to its call. Just before the ether consumes them, before they become ethereals, they regain clarity for just a fleeting moment.
See, I was kind of just like, is this like a siren's call? But like, it wouldn't work with the goat motif that Lucia has.
Over time, we've come to realize that the more people who fall asleep, the stronger it becomes.
So it's a sleepwalking curse kind of thing. Is there a way to break the curse?
What a terrifying curse. Is there anything you can do to break it?
No. That's why we moved to the outskirts of the city and stopped sleeping at night altogether. If we must rest, someone always stays awake to keep watch. The strange thing is, the night horror left more than just a curse. In the hollows, ethereals don't attack us. They see us like we're one of them.
Huh, that's really weird.
And this staff? It's the only weapon left from when our ancestors fought the night horror. It lets me mimic ethereal abilities.
That explains your, like, attacks and stuff. Okay.
The chieftain said I was the most gifted of the younger generation. Or something like that. I'm still not sure what made him decide that. But he gave this staff to me.
Those strange powers. Have you ever dreamed about the night horror? Well, she said literally in the beginning that she had dreams about the night horror.
Wait, Lucia. You said the Night Watchers walk into the hollow in their sleep if they dream about the night horror. Have you ever dreamed of it before?
No. But I came really close once.
Wait, didn't you say earlier that you did? I don't know, maybe I'm listening.
It was a night not long ago. Granny was keeping watch for me. She was telling me stories of the night horror. How it's both feared and revered by our people. She even described the night horror she saw in her dreams. Just like everyone else said, a stunningly beautiful ethereal. Almost godlike.
I'm kind of right now imagining this night horror kind of like Yaosha and Renova combined. That's That's the imagery I have right now until they prove me otherwise.
That night, I dreamed of the night horror's gaze. It was looking at me. And in front of me, there was a little Hati.
Okay, so you did dream of the night horror technically, okay?
It looked tired, like it had been through a big fight. We stared at each other, like survivors meeting after a disaster, still cautious, still on edge. Not long after that dream, I met Chestnut right where the dream had guided me. She didn't seem eager to be friends, but she wasn't hostile either. And she treated the other outsiders kindly too.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
That's why I've always believed Chestnut is a gift. A little dog sent by the night horror.
The night horror was just being nice? You really think it's trying to be nice?
Based on how you described it, do you think the night horror was just trying to be nice?
I don't know, but I think Chestnut is such a good girl. If we can get along, maybe the conflict we saw in the dreams won't come true after all. And what if the night horror is just like Chestnut? What if we could communicate with it? Then maybe everything our people have endured could finally come to an end. Sounds silly, doesn't it?
I know what you mean. It sounds a little silly, but like, if you have like some inkling of maybe being able to break a 1,000-year curse your ancestors have suffered through, shit, I'd believe it too.
Not at all. I get what you mean, Lucia. We still know so little about the Hollow. I think your thoughts are worth exploring.
Even among my own people, no one really believes me. Except for Ade and Granny.
Lucia glances out the window. The night sky is beginning to fade, just a faint shimmer of dawn on the horizon. Can't believe it's already this late. Better make the most of it now. You grabbing some breakfast, or are you going back? Well, she should probably go to sleep. Nope. I finally got away from home and there's no one to tell me what to do. So it's time to stir up some trouble. Today, I'm gonna pull it all morning, or I can tell you're gonna feel like shit the next day. All morninger? Yeah, haven't you heard? Staying up early in the morning can really mess with your health. I used to think that was just something only the Night Watchers had to deal with. But later I found out that whether in the Outer Ring or Wi-Fi Peninsula, everyone looked just as lost and lifeless in the morning. That's because they just woke up, girly. People sleeping standing up in the cable car, some stumbling into bang boot charging stations with their eyes barely open, others drifting into herbal tea shops asking for coffee. Clearly, they're taking damage from pulling those early morning hours. Actually, it's because they stayed up all night. Really? But they just need to get some sleep in the morning, like Grandma told me. Besides, I clearly remember, Wise, when you wake up early, you also... wait, we're getting off track. It's actually about Chestnut. I heard that people often take morning walks with their pets along the beach at Salem Bay. Should we go check it out? I want to learn, how do others get animals to like them? Okay, but also, like, that's an ethereal and maybe they have other preferences, you know? Man with a bird on his shoulders. Oh my god. Wait, it's so cute! Stop! Ah! Wow! Wanna say hi to her? Hey there, little birdie! Chip, chip! So cute! It's rare to see a bird willing to perch so docilely on someone's shoulder. She's really friendly with people. If only my dog would rely on me like that. There may be a chance she's just being lazy, not wanting to flap her own wings, and just wants to use me as her personal ride. Chip! The little bird pecks the man's ear hard. After the man begs for mercy, the bird gently nuzzles her beak against the side of his face. Birdie was just like, you shit-talking me? Wow, you two are real close. I get it. Animals can be moody sometimes. As humans, we need to be good at having patience, but also seize the right moment to create opportunities for communication. That's right. I trust she won't hurt me, and she trusts I won't hurt her. Everything else is minor. Then honestly, this one did hurt quite a bit. Ouch! I get it. I trust that Chestnut won't hurt me. So next time she ignores me again, I'll say something to make her angry. When she gets mad enough to bite me, I'll apologize. That's an awful plan. Don't do that.
No worries, everything else is minor. Cheep, cheep.
Birdie, you should not be agreeing with this. Exactly. It's just a little dog. What trouble could your Chestnut possibly get into? Oh, you know, being an ethereal or whatever.
Hello? Good morning?
Bad morning, unfortunately. All right, got it. So what do you want me to do now? The cocky little dog barks loudly a few more times, mixed with some impatient sneezes. Then he lifts his head and turns around, clearly a sign he wants to leave. The girl walking him heaves a heavy sigh and turns to ask Lucia. Sorry, what were you trying to say just now?
I wanted to ask you how you and your dog usually get along.
Oh, simple. He screams at me, I obey. If I don't obey, he screams, and then I obey. He always manages to cause even bigger trouble, and all I have to do is follow his bark and call. You're a heartless tyrant with endless energy and his poor slave. That's pretty much it.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Of course, I've thought about doing something about it, like starting a grand rebellion and grabbing him and jumping into the sea, ending it all once and for all. Maybe don't bring the dog with you, okay? If you want to do that to yourself, maybe you should also not do that, actually. But also, don't bring the dog with you? But then I thought, I'm not even as good as a swimmer as he is. What if he swims back to shore and tricks someone else with that innocent act of his? Wouldn't I just be letting another poor soul fall victim? Or you can go to training? Like, hello? Compared to him, Chestnut is actually pretty friendly. Who says puppies aren't as fierce as ethereals? Suddenly, a strange smile creeps across the girl's face, as if remembering something exciting. But hey, humans live longer than dogs. In 10 years, when he gets old and has no energy left to bark and scream and can't drag the whole table around the room just because he's leashed to it, he won't be able to torture me anymore. When the time comes, we'll live together with love and perfect harmony. That sounds so sad. You have to wait out the entire dog's life. You're not gonna, I don't know, spend time with your dog? And instead just subject yourself to this all the time? That's crazy. The tyrant is clearly displeased with this and runs away screaming. Probably not wanting it to trick any other poor innocent humans, the girl rushes after it without even managing to say goodbye.
What the fuck? This example doesn't seem very helpful. All I learned is maybe I should chase after Chestnut until she's all tuckered out, then stuff the pillow into her mouth?
Don't do that, then you're just forcing the pillow onto the dog. Lucia scribbles in her notebook, but ends up tearing out the whole page in the end. Hey, Lassie, what's up? Oh my god, you have a turtle. Stop! I love this turtle. I would protect this turtle with my life.
Hi, sir. Are you taking your turtle for a walk?
The composed turtle raises his head slightly, nodding gently in acknowledgement. That's right. Old Buddy here was my grandfather's good friend. He passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. Technically, I should call it... You know what? Let's not get into that.
Your grandfather's good friend.
Lucia counted on her fingers, trying to figure out the generational relationship between the two elderly folks. Many years ago, when I first got it from my dad, I was still young. Back then, I found it too lazy and slow, so I just kept it in a water tank. It seemed to know I looked down on it, so it gave me the cold shoulder too. But over these past few years, I've grown old and can't walk much anymore. It forgave me for neglecting it before, and now it's willing to keep me company when I go out to soak up some sun.
That's nice. I wish I could have a quiet moment with my dog too, but I don't think she likes getting too close to me.
Take it easy, young one. When words fail us, we can still speak through actions. Simply keep communicating with them, and they'll eventually understand.
So that's how you interact with animals. I still got a lot to learn. But I feel like Chestnut's also trying hard to get closer to me. Though she didn't accept my gift, she wasn't completely indifferent. Today was the closest she's ever gotten to me. But how do I gain her trust?
How about try to keep believing in her? So you mean, even though I saw Chestnut being hostile to that investigator tonight, I still gave her the pillow so Chestnut was willing to get close because she thought I believed she was a good ethereal? That makes sense. Just like what Gramps said earlier, Chestnut understood me. Yeah, but that investigator... Chestnut was really unfriendly with him. Totally different from how I've seen her treat others before and how she treats both of us. I'd like to believe that Chestnut made her own judgment after observing him. Though, I don't yet know the reason. As an ethereal, Chestnut being so friendly is already a miracle that defies nature and goes against instinct. I don't want to let her down. Probably because it's her unusual bedtime, Lucia seems pretty sleepy already. Looks like you're getting sleepy. You should go get some rest now. Alright, tonight's Hollow Bedtime Tales ends here. Even for a planned all-morninger, this has gone on way too long. I need to get out of here before the Night Emissary's magic wears off. I'll come find you when there's any new developments. Like a princess from a fairy tale who must leave when time runs out, Lucia waves goodbye, pulls up her hood, and gracefully vanishes into the crowd. There's no fixed bedtime at home. You just need to remember to turn off Belle's lamp. But tonight, a familiar visitor will be dropping by. Lucia sent a message but didn't explain what's going on. I'll ask her when she gets here. Though I bet Belle will stay up super late once I leave. As promised, your midnight visitor arrives in the dead of night once again.
Wise!
Oh, you look serious. What's happening? What happened?
What happened? Don't panic. Take your time and tell me slowly.
It's the night horror. There's word in my tribe that the night horror has returned.
Oh, that's fun.
Our old chieftain. He sleepwalked into Lemnian Hollow, and no one's seen him since.
Oh, that's bad. What? Was it an accident?
What? Was it an accident?
Lucia falls silent for a moment, still trying to gather her thoughts.
A few days ago, some people came to speak with the chieftain. They asked if any night watchers would volunteer to sleep at night so they could follow the sleepwalkers into the hollow and find the night horror.
Oh, so they're actively trying to go find the night horror now, is what I'm hearing.
They promised they only wanted to learn more about the night horror's powers.
You sure?
And if anything went wrong, they'd wake us right away. But for everyone's safety, the chieftain said no. Not long after, people overheard the chieftain arguing with someone loudly.
Probably that investigator from before, because that's how plots work. That sounds suspicious. You think those people were involved?
That sounds suspicious. Maybe those people got turned down and decided to get back at the chieftain. You know, by somehow getting him to sleepwalk.
But they left right after they spoke with the chieftain. No one saw them return or sneak into the tribe.
Maybe they drugged him.
It looked like the chieftain just began sleepwalking because of the night horror. And following the fate of all night watchers, returned to the Hollow's embrace.
Something's definitely off here.
This whole thing doesn't feel right.
I've been carrying the staff he gave me, and I still remember his words. Maybe all night watchers will eventually embrace their fate, sleepwalking back into the hollow and becoming one of the ethereals. But until that day comes, we live as people. We live our lives to the fullest. So if anyone took away the chance of him living his life to the fullest, even if it was the night horror itself, I need to know why.
This is the spot I was told about earlier. But this area, why does it look so familiar? Maybe it's reused assets. You've been here before? I think so. Let me think. Here. This seems to be near a path Chestnut often takes. I've run into her here a few times before. Weird. Is it really just a coincidence? Anyway, let's search around for any traces the chieftain might have left. Her being her talking to herself for 5 seconds was kind of creepy.
A crossroads.
Uh-oh.
I see marks by the roadside. Let's check them out.
I've taken a look. There are indents from fiery serpent explosions, footprints left by Huskron, imprints from Fardabati's great shields, and marks carved for where our carver sent down his legs nearby. But no signs of humans, no neatly dressed investigators, no barefoot hollow raiders, and certainly no shoe-wearing ethereals. Nothing! How can you tell all that? By tracking? I don't know. I believe you. Yeah, let's check out another spot. Well, this looks like human footprints. I thought there were 3. Oh, there's one in the bush. Unremarkable vegetation. Me. Perhaps I too am unremarkable vegetation. Thankfully, there are these plants that haven't been corrupted yet. All this fluffy, dense moss around here, it would take at least a month to grow to this thickness and height. There's no sign of broken or trampled branches on any of the plants either. And there's definitely been no one in that viney area. They're covered in tiny thorns. No way anyone would be able to get through there safely. Hollow botany? You know so much. This isn't the right way. Let's go look elsewhere. Now these are human footprints. Lucia carefully examines the footprints on the ground. Hard to believe we almost missed such obvious clues. On the floor, directly in front of us. Should be this way. Don't you want to take another look? Are you sure it's the chieftain? Well, to be optimistic, I think these look like footprints left by members of the Night Watcher tribe searching for the chieftain after he went sleepwalking and disappeared. Besides, this area is usually deserted, yet there are multiple sets of footprints, all fresh and undisturbed by ethereals. Even if it wasn't about the chieftain, we should still check it out. Anyone here? Any chieftain?
The ethereals seem kinda riled up today.
How
Well,
could
that's
you
how they
even
usually
tell
are,
that?
aren't they?
See the glow around their cores?
No.
It's shifting fast. Much faster. About 20% quicker than usual.
Oh, really? Because all I see is that dude
Really?
shooting at the wall.
This stage
Okay, now I
is
can kill
mine.
you.
Get behind me, Lucia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone here?
Switch it up. Don't worry.
Hello? Any ethereals? Would you like to come out? I'm trying to investigate you. Anyone? Oh. Oh, that's a big one. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's a hater.
You know this ethereal, Lucia? Don't tell me.
Owie.
The chieftain.
No, not like that. But if the chieftain had turned into an ethereal, he would be a far stronger one than this.
Okay, good to know.
As expected of the chieftain, I guess.
High-rank ethereals never get along. So if one is flexing its muscle here, it might actually be good news for us.
Really?
Here to help!
I'm not following what you just said, but if you're calling it good news, it's good news.
Yep. But first we need to deal with this little troublemaker. It's being a menace.
Yeah, sure, I got you. Give me like 10 minutes,
Bring on
though.
the fireworks!
Lucia walks through
Not
the area and
related.
finds a few markers, which seem to put her more at ease. I hate to break it to you, but that ethereal we just saw was definitely a hater. They all were Exaltus priests before turning into ethereals. Oh, I didn't know that was a very specific line of transformation. Why? From what I know, making hater requires some, prep work, so to speak. It's the Exaltus exclusive cheese made with unique techniques and extra long fermentation. I hate that you just described it like that. Sorry, I suddenly lost my appetite for cheese too. Let's talk about something more cheerful. The people who came to rescue the chieftain left a mark. That means something like he's all right now and everyone's gone back. But something seems off around here. Better get out quick. That's sure some efficient mark. I didn't even notice there was a mark. Sometimes the Night Watchers encounter more troublesome situations in the Hollows. To let our kin know about our predicament, we've established a unique and comprehensive system of markers. The message left behind this time, it matches what I felt. So we should head out? Hold up. I got this feeling that something's making the ethereals around here restless. Look carefully. We might find something good. And I haven't seen Chestnut today. What I mean is, since the chieftain is fine, we should continue our previous research until we get new information. If I remember correctly, there should be an ethereal around here that'd be perfect for research. And that would be Chestnut, huh? Yep. Lucia keeps scanning the surroundings, wondering why the ethereals are acting so strangely. Oh.
No other clues nearby, huh?
What just crunched?
What was that?
Huh?
Hey, buddy!
Chestnut? Did you come looking for me to hang out? Oh, you mean you want us to follow you? Come on, let's follow her.
Shouldn't we look around first?
Let's go! We've entered
she
the
looks
hollow
so
so
cute.
many times, but this is the first time we've had a tour service!
Watch out for ethereals, Lucia. No, I didn't mean Chestnut.
Emergency! Excuse me, coming through.
She's like, get the fuck out of the way!
Sorry, pardon me, coming through. Sorry! Whew, looks like everyone's in a rush today.
Who would have thought I'd hit today's step goal inside the hollow?
Girl, isn't that what usually happens?
Chestnut, what is it you're leading me to?
Don't tell me this is all because another ethereal tore up her pillow. Have we finally made it?
Why is he like, oh my god, I'm not fucking trained for this shit?
Wait, that's... Kieran? And what's that beside him?
What happened? Before Lucia could wake Kieran, more excited ethereals come out swarming in, and Chestnut seems to want to join the fight? Chestnut! Am I dreaming? A Hati helping us fight against other ethereals? Watch out, Chestnut! Here I come! Oh, he protect and he attack! But most importantly, I do not know how to use any of these characters.
Wanna play a game?
It takes some time to wake up Lucia's fellow Night Watcher.
Kieran? Kieran! Are you okay?
Whoa, I like the horn design. It's kind of weird seeing the ears by itself without hair covering it, like compared to Lucia's. Like, it looks so much bigger on this character.
Lucia? What are you doing here?
I heard about the chieftain. I came here to see if there were any clues. What about you? Did you also sleepwalk into this hollow?
I don't really remember. I asked a friend to keep watch for me, but somehow I still ended up sleepwalking. Before you guys woke me up, I had no idea I was here.
Your friend dozed off too?
At this hour, is it possible that your friend may have fallen asleep too?
I don't know. I saw him as a friend. But maybe he didn't see me the same way.
I feel like this could be read in two different ways. Either, oh my god, he's not a friend but something more, or that bitch was trying to kill you. I think it's the second one, but...
He's always in an investigator outfit. Last time I ran into trouble in the hollow, he was the one who saved me.
Gee, I wonder if it's connected to the other person that we saw.
Lucia knows. When things go south in the hollow, we Night Watchers are always the first ones to be abandoned. It's rare for anyone to turn back for us.
What? Why? Just because ethereals don't attack you?
What? Why? People treat you like that just because ethereals don't try to attack you?
Especially when the ethereals come swarming. It really becomes apparent that we're Night Watchers.
So, because you have a skill buff, people are just like, y'all can fend for yourselves. That's crazy.
But then again, I guess it's not always intentional. Sometimes people genuinely can't tell. In the chaos, a Night Watcher in a helmet doesn't look that different from a frenzied maniac or a vicious striker.
That's insane.
That's crazy. But the way you said it was kind of funny. Sorry.
in dangerous situations, people tend to turn on anyone they see as different. When panic hits, those so-called teammates usually choose to abandon us first.
Because people only have some sense of self-preservation and no empathy, so...
And they always say things like, "You'll be fine. The ethereals won't attack you. Just hide here. We'll come back for you when we can."
But most of the time, no one comes back for us.
That's why, after that guy saved me, I really thought he was a true friend.
Okay, but just because someone does something nice for you does not necessarily mean that they're your true friend. You know, like...
I understand what you mean. But has he been acting strange lately?
Strange. Well, lately, he's been asking a lot about the night horror. And really digging into things like how we communicate with ethereals. Does that count?
Oh, so he's using you for information. Yeah, that counts.
Communicate with ethereals?
Yeah, he saw me trip over a beholder engine once. It just looked at me and left me alone. Didn't attack me or anything. After that, he got it into his head that Night Watchers must be able to communicate with ethereals. It has the power to calm them down. By the way, speaking of calming and communicating with ethereals, isn't that your specialty, Lucia?
Kieran points at Lucia's notebook and staff, looking confused.
You mean those ethereals I summoned? Oh, that wasn't me controlling them. That was just an optical delusion. I layered some visual effects on top of simulated ethereal attack patterns, so it looks like they're there, but it's all just illusion.
I see. But what about this thing?
Oh, the dog? Kieran, all confused, points at Chestnut, who is crouching quietly nearby.
Oh, that's Chestnut.
This ethereal's been sitting there quietly this whole time. I thought maybe it could understand us. Wait, is it one of your illusions too?
Ah, yes, totally. When sitting still, she doesn't use much ether, so she looks really well behaved. But if you try to make her do something, she can be a little slow.
Why are you trying to hide it from the dude, though? That's my question. Lucia waves her staff at Chestnut, pretending to cast some kind of magic. Chestnut instantly starts wagging her tail and puts on a show.
This illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have to practice more later. Aw, I was gonna ask her to do something else too.
Oh, I see. This ethereal looks insanely real. I've seen some of your illusions before, but this one... Seems like you've improved your skills again. Congrats.
She's so good at this shit, bro.
I guess so. Thanks.
But even with the staff passed down in our tribe, you still can't really control ethereals. Does that mean what the guy's after? Controlling or communicating with ethereals was never actually possible in the first place?
I guess it's not completely impossible. I've heard of something like that, actually.
Manipulating the ether environments to control ethereal behavior isn't totally far-fetched. Take Geppetto from Hollow Zero. It could even command other ethereals to launch ambushes. But I doubt this strange device here could pull off anything close to what Geppetto could do.
If we're talking about massive symbiotic ethereals like Geppetto, then yeah, it could definitely manipulate the ether environment in a lot.
Oops, sorry.
But I feel like we don't really need something that extreme to influence ethereal behavior. If we just want to change how ethereals behave, then maybe suppressing or stimulating their ether activity levels could do the trick.
As expected from our ethereal expert. Have you seen anything like that before?
No, but the ethereals we encountered earlier were unusually agitated, as if they'd been provoked by something. Do you think it could be because of this device? And don't forget the chieftain's disappearance. What if someone's using the Night Watcher's abilities to try and communicate with ethereals, or to test how much they can control them?
Are you saying that someone's been experimenting on us? Using our ability to sleepwalk our lives? For research?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's right. They probably want to exploit the Night Watcher's abilities to locate the night horror and research how to communicate with ethereals.
This theory actually lines up with how we've been treated during Hollow joint operations.
But it's just a theory for now. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We need more leads, like figuring out what this strange device actually does.
Okay. I'll keep you posted on what's going on back in the tribe.
With that promise, Kieran takes his leave.
Weird little thing. Wise! Come take a look at this thing!
Ether amplification? Oh, so they're like baiting people. This device! It looks like some kind of ether amplifier. If I'm not mistaken, the way it channels ether is somewhat similar to my staff. Was that ethereal now also an illusion? Then that would make it super special. Of course not! Those are real ethereals just now, even more agitated than usual. Lucia glances in the direction Kieran went. Actually, my staff can indeed influence the behavior of ethereals. Influence how? Since my staff can knead ether into a ball, it can occasionally emit an intense light like the core of an ethereal, blinding those ethereals that still have vision. If that ethereal isn't nice to me, I'll catch it off guard and bonk it on the head! Huh? Just kidding! I notice you've been kind of out of it. Lost in thought 1 minute, nervous and talking nonsense the next. Feeling better now? Let's talk about this machine first. Looks like it's what's making the ethereals around here so restless. The chieftain's sleepwalking and Kieran's blackout, they're probably connected to whoever put this thing here. But who could have done this? The person behind it all. Could they also know about the staff passed down from our ancestors? Wait, looks like more ethereals are coming. You and Lucia turn towards the source of the sound. A familiar figure comes into view. Chestnut's back and brought along the cushion from before.
Chestnut?
Hey, buddy! How's it going?
Wow! You like this pillow, don't ya? Thanks so much for today. Will you come play with me again next time? Yes, he'll come too. It's a promise then.
Huh? You mean me?
Yes, who else is here, Wise?
Nice to meet you, Chestnut.
Dude, I don't think that dog's making it out alive. I'm telling you, I don't trust Hoyoverse to not kill this dog. And or make it so that we never see him again. At Chestnut's enthusiastic invitation, you pet its head and tail. It's just as hard as you imagined, and you can even feel the violent ether flowing through its body. But this violent ether forms such a friendly puppy. That's truly fascinating. No wonder Lucia always wanted to find a way to coexist peacefully with ethereals. After you and Lucia spend quite a while playing with Chestnut, you reluctantly say goodbye and return to Pheloom Heights. Dawn approaches. It's about the time Lucia usually leaves, but she seems to be deep in thought about something. Lucia, what's on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering why the chieftain chose to give me the staff.
Because you have main character energy. I don't know.
If a family in Eridu had been holding on to a secret weapon, you'd expect it to go to someone powerful. Someone who could last the longest in the Hollow. Or someone who's best at taking down ethereals, right?
Or someone who won't use a mass weapon of destruction at every whim and actually be kind of peaceful about everything until last resort, you know?
Not that the Night Watchers believe whoever slays the most ethereals is the strongest, but I don't exactly have any other qualities that stand out.
But you really know the ethereals.
But you really know the ethereals. The staff is a relic left behind after the Night Watchers confronted the night horror. Giving it to the person who understands the night horror best totally makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense. Actually, I've always had doubts about the true purpose of this staff. For decades, our chieftains have used it to fend off ethereals and protect our people from hollow disasters. But for me, defeating ethereals was never the goal. I wanted to understand them, Even among the Night Watchers, some say I've strayed too far from tradition.
I kind of figured.
Right. You've always had a special interest in ethereals. I don't think I've asked before, but what made you want to study them in the first place?
Ethereals. Some are born from the hollow itself. Some are the continuation of life in the hollow. Some of them feel like projections of who we are in the hollow. Others are quite literally the people we once knew. I keep wondering, when someone is corrupted and becomes an ethereal, when they lose their sanity and identity in the hollow, is there really no way to bring them back?
I mean, maybe. I'm assuming there's like some kind of like DNA corruption that goes along with it, right? Like it's kind of like similar to radioactive exposure, where like, oh, once your cells are changed, you can't go back. But I'm assuming like, if theoretically you can just inject yourself to become an ethereal, there has to be a way to try and reverse it, unless like it's corrupted to the point of like no return.
If we see the hollow as our enemy, then it's nearly invincible. No matter how strong you are, I don't think anyone can wipe out every last hollow. But if one day we could uncover all the secrets of the ethereals, or if the hollow itself could answer us, then maybe there's still a chance to bring our lost loved ones home. We can't change what's already happened, but maybe we can still move toward a future where we no longer have to live in fear of the hollow.
Maybe.
Maybe. But Lucia, those are some big questions. Perhaps the old chieftain gave you that staff because he believes in your search for the truth.
Is that so?
Lucia may have said a lot of confusing things, but she doesn't seem too bothered herself.
Well, there's no way the two of us can figure everything out just by thinking. Let's not stress ourselves out. Phew. So much has happened tonight. I'm exhausted. I should head home and get some rest. But I'm sure we can find out more about the chieftain and Kieran. Once I hear something new, I'll let you know.
All right, girly pop. Maybe it's because both the chieftain and Kieran are safe. Lucia hums a cheerful tune as she walks away. It's hard to believe that I've touched an ethereal, but a friendly one that invited me to pet it? Wow. Following Lucia always leads to fascinating experiences. I wonder what will happen next time. But I'm really sleepy. I should get breakfast for Belle first. What if she went to bed early last night and wakes up early today? That's not gonna happen. We both know that. While wandering around Feilum Heights, you run into Yitari. Now this is a rare visitor. Lucia said she had something super amazing to tell us tonight, so she asked us all to meet her in Mystic Wares. But before she could say a word after rushing here, she got some message from someone called Kieran and just left right away. Yuzu and the others were also completely confused, but since their families were waiting, they headed back home. Though I think you might know what's really going on, because I'm main character energy, apparently. I do. What else did she say? If you know about it, then I can rest easy. Lucia said she and Chestnut are waiting for you and wants you to meet them at this spot. Yitari hands over a page with notes clearly hastily written and torn from Lucia's notebook. I'm on it. Let me tie it up real quick and I'll be right there. Let's wait until you get back, then you can tell me what really happened. Whatever she ditched us for had better be worth it, or else she's gonna have to treat us to Yamcha Sin at the very least. You sound kinda like Yuzu when you said that. I can't hide anything from you. We'll wait outside the hollow for you to bring Lucia back. But who is Chestnut? Don't worry about it. Hey, Hey, buddy! How's it going? You're transparent! Oh. You're just gonna chill here? Okay. Look, our little guide is in position! Woof, woof! You're so smart! No matter how many times I look at it, this whole thing feels so weird. Lies? What are you muttering about? We're deep in Lemnian Hollow now. Even I've never been here before. If that investigator really is hiding here, plotting something, I wonder how Kieran managed to track him down. Never mind that for now. The terrain around here is pretty tricky, so stick close to me and our guide Chestnut. Chestnut seems particularly excited. Seems like she was pretty happy with the Hollow adventure last time.
Let's just follow Chestnut.
It's sounding
Whether
like
it's the suspicious investigator we saw earlier,
they might be
or
working together, or Kieran
Chestnut
might be
should remember
baiting.
their scent.
Are you training Chestnut to be a rescue dog?
It might be that Kieran is being forced to bait Lucia if they're on good terms, and he's not actually doing anything suspicious, then Kieran is being led by the investigator or threatened. If not, they're working together. Chestnut left the claw mark here next to some scattered documents. Not bad, Chestnut's markings really help. Anyone who could spot those claw marks probably wouldn't miss these documents either. Is Lucia doing positive reinforcement dog training? Wait, what's written here? It's about Chestnut! From a reliable source, a smaller than average Hati usually acted in the Time-Sworn Hills area. After repeated observation, it can be confirmed that the targets display affection and almost no hostility towards non-ethereal beings. It appears that communication with the target is possible. Chosen as a research subject, the captured plan is as follows. The document is vague, but it's almost certain that they're all about Chestnut. Heck, some parts even mention Lucia. Just as I thought, that person was after Chestnut from the very beginning. We need to find them quickly. And what does reliable source mean? Could someone be feeding them information about Chestnut? Oh, yeah, Kieran's working on their side then.
This stage is mine!
Get behind me, Lucia.
Are you gonna go down? Okay, great. Come on, buddy. Broken phone. A phone that was left behind in a hurry, damaged but not fatally. What the? Looks like that person's phone. Should we check it out? Lucia immediately turns the phone on, so she does know how to use electronics. Thank you for your referral. Our collaboration has been going quite well. However, allow me to bring the news of that Hati to that gentleman. We'll be seeing you next time. Oh no, even we have the chance to meet again, you likely won't recognize me anymore, so farewell. What does that mean? Looks like his partner betrayed him. Perhaps we'll find an ethereal? Huh? You mean the guy who accused the society with ethereals might have already turned into an ethereal? Are you okay? It's not your fault. No, it's not bad. I was just thinking, if we saved him in time, wouldn't it be fun to see the face of that person who was so eager to say their final farewell? Oh, you're so bitter about this. Oh, damn it. Don't mind me.
Kama's itching to jump in.
Ooh.
Let's
Hello?
run.
There we go. All right, what's here? Come on, buddy. Come, Chestnut. Come here. Come here, little guy. Lost briefcase. Man, your papers are just sticking out like that. You're not afraid of something getting caught in it? Chestnut seems to have torn open a briefcase here. The thing inside likely also belongs to the investigator. I'm not sure what happened, but that person or ethereal must be nearby. Oh! Hey, girlie, how's it going? It's been a while.
No need to look much further. He's definitely nearby.
A little sorry. I'll have to send you back to the Hollow.
She sounds a little bit, like, hesitant. Like, she sounds sad, right? But she sounds a little hesitant to do so.
The ether's getting thicker here. Watch out! Switch it up! Surf's up!
I don't even know if that aims in the right direction.
Enough talk! Let's go!
You've hit a dead end.
I feel like there's an endless swarm of ethereals heading this way.
Yep. They know exactly what they're after. If this keeps up, we're toast. We need to take out the amplifier now.
Can I just press it or not?
Ration strike! Like a shadow!
Click on it. Nope. Okay, there you go. Now it can. There you go.
Well. The device is broken. Guess you'll have to pay me back for that, huh?
Ah, so
It's
you were
you.
working for them. Great. Love that.
As expected from one of my own. So much for being close to the ethereals. When it's time to strike, you don't even flinch, do you?
Kieran?
Who could have guessed?
Oh, did I surprise you? Honestly, I was more surprised by you and the old man.
You mean the chieftain? He sleepwalked into the hollow because of you?
Yeah. I figured someone like him, sitting at the top for so long, would have caught the Night Horror's attention. But nope. He's swallowed by Lemnian Hollow just like anyone else.
Oh!
Why are you doing this?
Because he was just a coward, standing in the way.
What, you wanted powder? Like, what's the whole point of
A
this?
few days ago, some higher-ups came looking for him. They made him an offer, but he turned it down on the spot. When I confronted him about it, he acted like he was some righteous hero and told me off like I was some kind of traitor.
What was the offer?
You are a hypocrite, just like him. No wonder he gave this staff to you.
You call us hypocrites, but you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want, even if it means hurting others.
Whatever it takes. After years of glorified legends, everyone forgets. The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals to begin with.
Huh? What do you mean?
The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals? What do you mean?
Well. Lucia didn't tell you? There's another version of how the Night Watchers came to be. Our ancestors didn't just encounter the Night Horror by chance. They knew what it was capable of. They knew it could control other ethereals. The entire tribe went after it, hoping to defeat it and seize its power. But when the Night Horror unleashed its final surge of energy, half the tribe turned into ethereals on the spot. The rest barely survived. The only reason they were acknowledged by the Hollow was because they sacrificed their own kin.
But that's just another ancient rumor.
Stop lying to yourself. Do you really believe you can strike a deal with the ethereals and not pay the price?
What does that have to do with anything? Like, literally? What are you trying to say?
I don't think you're very good at explaining yourself.
Right.
Even if your story is true, it has nothing to do with what's happening now. What exactly are you trying to say?
Like, what's your motive? You want power? You want money? What is
We've
it?
spent our lives hiding in the shadows, shaped by traits we never asked for. Just because the ethereals don't attack us, those who live in the city see us as freaks. Like we're invisible. Like we don't matter. When disaster hits, whether it's in the city or in the hollows, we're always the ones they abandon first. Back when New Eridu was founded, public security declared all survivors had been safely relocated to New Eridu. And us? We were still running for our lives. Caught between companion hollows, stumbling over the bodies of our own kin, crying as we counted who didn't make it. Tell me, did anyone come for us? Lucia, don't you want to change our lives for the better?
Even if we were to leave all this behind, it shouldn't come at the cost of our people's lives.
Who are you waiting for to come and uphold justice? Being seen as kin by the ethereals, walking freely through the hollows. This is the Night Horror's blessing! We should use this gift to earn power, to gain recognition. Isn't that what we deserve?
Okay, but like, you're also willing to kill other people within your own tribe to get this power and to prove that you're this powerful or whatever. This plot is so... Like, what are you thinking, buddy? Like, did we think this through a little bit?
If it means a better future for everyone, then what do a few sacrifices matter?
Okay, homie, if you say, like, I hate seeing my people die, and then immediately after that going, like, we can't do anything without making a few sacrifices, like, you're contradicting yourself immediately. Like, that's crazy.
But the price you're paying for that future, is it really your so-called gift? Or is it the lives of your own kin?
Right.
What is it you really want? A place for our tribe to survive? A stamp of approval from New Eridu? Or something else?
Those sacrifices were just inevitable casualties.
Like, you're contradicting yourself
It's nothing
every
compared to
5
what we
seconds,
gave
bro.
up when we first fought the Night Whore. Besides, after the early trials, I finally found better test subjects and stronger allies to back me. Everything's going smoothly now.
Better test subjects? Are you talking about me?
Lucia, you're so full of yourself. Though I too used to think you were some kind of prodigy, summoning ethereals out of thin air. But now, you're just a coward with a fancy stick, putting on cheap tricks, hiding behind research, while running away from your fate!
Girl, she's not running away from anything. If anything, she's directly running towards everything.
I couldn't care less whether you live or die.
What is it you're after? Chestnut or the staff?
Obviously both.
That staff was entrusted to me by the chieftain. After everything you've done, you still have the nerve to ask for it?
I don't think he's asking.
And Chestnut? Chestnut is my friend. She is a free ethereal. I will not let you take her away.
Oh, save the speech. I've heard it all before. The Night Whore is watching over the conflicts, gifts from your dreams. But you've never even dreamed of the Night Whore. You are just making up stories to hide the fact that it never chose you. The only reason you stumbled upon this rare Hati in the first place was because I slipped up. And I'm here to fix that. It's time things go back on track now.
You treat our people with even less care and compassion than Nineveh does the Hornets. I don't believe a word you say, and I won't let you hurt anyone else just to feed your ambition.
You didn't really think that half-finished prototype you destroyed earlier was my only backup plan, did you? Not everyone can stand to see the Night Watcher's rare gift go to waste. My ally supports my research generously. They've even thrown in a little extra firepower. So hand them over. Your magic stick. The gullible little ethereal you tricked. And you, my new test subject.
Okay, treasure hoarder.
If you surrender now, maybe I'll even spare you from getting torn up too badly before I put you to use.
So, how did you think this plan was gonna go? Like, in all actuality, like, what were you thinking of? Because, like, I don't know, this it feels a little bit convoluted because, like, he doesn't seem sure of himself what he wants.
Pretty cool, huh?
Like, to do. So it's kind of just like,
I'm getting dizzy.
okay, I understand you have a chip on your shoulder, but also, like, you also need Lucia's help after insulting her multiple times. Kind of weird. Like, the self-hatred.
Let's ride the
Makes no
wave.
sense,
I'll
for
help
sure.
blast your troubles sky high.
Like, girlie's just jealous. Like, that's crazy to me.
Reverse shockwave.
Lucia, I'll
Ooh, I
face
missed
the
that.
enemy head on.
Oh, I like the classic guitar they have on here. Okay. Kind of a banger.
Watch out! Sweep the wind away!
You will rest amidst the ice.
Okay, that hit a little bit. It wasn't the best, but it did hit.
Then, an explosive opening! Take this!
The noise is unbearable.
I love how, like, I don't know,
into the
jolly
endless
this music sounds when we're completely destroying this entire thing. It's so funny to me. Like, we're just
smashing
vibing.
should do the
Lucia's just
trick.
putting on her headphones. She's like, this is a regular day at work, you
So
know? Something I just have to do. The usual. Oh.
drawn from countless legends, melodies, and dreams. Chestnut, watch out!
Uh-oh, the staff.
So,
Oh, but you're on
looks
this
like
side,
the
fine.
staff didn't make you stronger. Why don't you give it back to me? I
He's a
won't
little bit
allow
more
you
expressive on this
to
side. He
destroy
looks like
the relic of
Scaramouche.
my ancestors.
Oh.
Chestnut. I will never give the staff to you. Instead of using it to hurt people or treating it as a bargaining chip, I would rather use it to make new friends in the hollows!
Go, Magic Girl Girl!
Go!
Summoning powers!
Little Hatis!
What?
Bro's getting wrecked by the basic enemies in the game. Get fucking dedged. So how's that going for you?
illusions? The real ethereals? You're a monster!
See? The hollow has answered my call.
Oh, that's so cute.
You freak!
Okay, homie, I need you to be consistent with what you're talking about. First, you're just like, oh, everyone calls us freaks, and we're like, I hate how people treat us whenever we're like going through this. Like, people don't understand us. And then immediately calling Lucia a freak is kind of such a 180. Like, bro, you make no sense.
Maybe. But if you were really blessed by the night horror, how'd you end up being defeated by a freak and a little Hati?
Right.
I underestimated you.
No. What you underestimated was what you kept talking about. The gift. You always saw our abilities in the Hollow as some kind of superior gift. And you see the city people as enemies who abandon us. And when it came down to it, you forgot that we've been acknowledged by the Hollow and chose their machine instead.
I was only borrowing their power.
Most people see ethereals as enemies. But when you try to exploit their power and get burned by your own betrayal, it's hard to play the victim then, isn't it? When you spoke so passionately about our tribe's place in the world, I thought you understood that.
Are you defending the ethereals now?
That's a wild fucking take.
That's not what she said at all. And as far as I've seen, Lucia never stood by when ethereals were hurting people.
You see the Night Watcher's power as leverage or a weapon for revenge. I see it as a way to understand the world. I want to learn about ethereals because the Hollow is their home. They're born there. They exist there. And they return there. I want to learn from them.
Not because you also want to find the night horror?
That's only part of it. I want to find it, to speak with it, to try and fix the situation we're in. But that doesn't mean I'll stop trying to understand the other ethereals along the way.
Chestnut lets out an annoyed sneeze from the side. What about Chestnut? Chestnut doesn't seem too happy about that.
I think Chestnut has something to say about this. Huh. There's still a lot we haven't figured out about her.
Chestnut, I might never be able to fully understand you. This is probably goodbye for us.
The sneezing stops abruptly, replaced by a soft, eager whimpering.
You never said who your ally was, but I'm guessing they already know about Chestnut, don't they?
That's right. I won't lie. I did promise my ally I'd bring back an ethereal that could talk to humans. He's very interested. So, make your choice, Lucia. Stay with her, wait for them to find her, and watch as she's dissected, destroyed? Or let her go deeper into the Hollow and never see her again.
Okay, considering Lucia's more of a pacifist, you know which option she's gonna take.
No need for threats. I know what you mean. People like us, strange, sometimes invisible to others. If we don't live among our own, it's nearly impossible to find someone else who's just as special, a real friend. Thankfully, I met my friends. Friends with genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion.
That sounds familiar. Didn't Karen say something like that?
Sounds familiar. Who said that again? Wait, wasn't that what Karen said? The way to get puppies to like you?
Friends. You mean the kind of friend who sends 2 messages in the morning when they wake up, then leaves you unread all day until finally replying right before bed?
Okay, that sounds like a you problem because some people have to go to work and they can't see their phone. I'm not saying I do that, but like at the same time, girly, relax. Am I invisible to you? I'm Lucia's friend too.
Excuse me, Mr. Noble and Talented Night Watcher. Unless you're night blind, you should be able to see me standing right here. I'm Lucia's friend, in case you missed it.
I'm smart. The spiteful way that he said noble and talented was so funny.
See? Staying close doesn't mean you have to talk to each other all the time.
Right.
We live in different moments, but that doesn't keep me and my friends apart. Now, before I say my proper goodbye to one of my best friends, Chestnut, and hand you over to public security, I've got one last question. That ether amplifier of yours, what are its side effects?
What?
Right before I summoned the brave little Hatis, I felt a strange power surge through me. In this area, only that amplifier could have caused something like that. But what's the price?
You think that machine summoned those hotties? It's impossible. You've destroyed that thing completely. And as your tribesman, I didn't feel anything unusual. Maybe it's time you face it. You're just something that can't be explained. You're a...
There's no need to keep repeating that word. Is that the only word you know? Right.
Wait, if that word is all you've got left, then maybe just stop talking.
Freak! Okay, I'm sorry. It's like something only angsty teenagers would
Right,
say.
exactly.
Hear it one too many times, and it feels like getting brushed by Sordidus's tentacles. Ugh. Anyway, I'm taking you to public security. Our tribe isn't some lawless land. Now, it's time to say goodbye.
Reluctantly, Chestnut turns to face Lucia. Chestnut is exhausted from battle, but somehow she's made her way back to the small pillow Lucia gave her. They lock eyes, both alive, both relieved, and neither ready to say goodbye.
He's right. You'll be freer and safer if you stay away from me. Head for the deepest part of the hollow, as far as you can go. Be wary of humans the way they're wary of you, but don't hurt them. If we're lucky, maybe we'll meet again. Good girl, Chestnut. Go on. I will never forget you.
Aww. Lucia watches as the little ethereal trots off with the pillow in its mouth. That gentle, puppy-like Hati feels like a dream, as if it never existed in this time and space at all.
I already miss you.
But deep within the hollow, a strange creation awakens once more. After an adventure that defies all instincts and natural order, it returns to its body. This was a fruitful journey, returning with a name and a gift given by a new friend. Now it returns to watching the Night Watchers who gain powers from it. Oh, wait! Were you the Night Terror all along? You just wanted a friend! Lucia says she needs to deal with Kieran first, and we'll be back in a bit. So tired. Let's take a break. So much has happened. Wonder how Chestnut's been doing. Will you ever see her again? After taking a short break, you're woken up by your phone's notification sound. Sure enough, it's a message from Lucia. Wise, you're finally here! Are you all done?
I borrowed a vacant house from Manato so Kieran could stay there. The chieftain said someone will come pick him up, an officer who's familiar with our tribe's affairs. That investigator who turned into an ethereal wasn't exactly a good person, but Kieran still has to take responsibility.
Guess that's a wrap for now.
Well, I'm glad things have settled down. But I can't help thinking, isn't there still something we haven't figured out?
Yeah, we still don't know anything about Kieran's ally. There might still be someone out there waiting to take advantage of the Night Watchers.
It's probably Tops, let's be so real.
It's unsettling.
It's not like you, Lucia, but your research still goes on, right?
Unsettling? That doesn't sound like you, Lucia. But either way, you're going to keep up your research, right?
Of course! Even if I won't be seeing Chestnut as often anymore, and I can't upload our videos or tell the world there's an ethereal in the Hollow who can actually communicate with humans, Chestnut gave me the courage to keep going. I've made some real progress this time.
You mean the staff, right?
Progress? Oh, you mean the staff, right? The way it let you summon a real ethereal? That's definitely worth studying.
Yeah! You see, I don't know how it happened, but just now, through the staff, it felt like the Hollow responded to me.
Some magical girl power bullshit or whatever.
The Hollow said, "Let there be little Hatis to help Lucia." And boom! They appeared! And helped me take down that big guy. All in all, I think it's something very, very memorable. And it's got tons of research potential. You see, if the Hollow really let me communicate with little Hatis, then maybe I could talk to the Night Horror too?
Maybe?
If you really could talk to the Night Horror, what would you ask?
If I ever got the chance, I'd ask, why did it give the Night Watchers the trait that makes ethereal see us as kin? Can our dreams stop leading us to madness and turning us into ethereals? But I want more than asking questions. I have bigger ambitions. Maybe someday, everyone could hear the Hollow respond, just like the first Night Watchers did. Maybe we could even communicate with it, so we won't have to live like nomads.
The answer's a long way off, but I think if anyone can reach it, it's you, Lucia.
That answer's a long way off. But I think if anyone can reach it, it's you, Lucia.
Yeah, there's still so much left to learn. Time for a break, and then the journey continues.
To deal with Kieran, Lucia had to return to the Night Watcher tribe and hadn't been in touch for several days. After going to bed early for a few days straight, you're actually starting to miss the feeling of staying up late. A few days later, at Shuibian Temple late at night. Wise! Ever since coming to Yunque's summit with Shifu making us go to bed early, wake up early, and exercise regularly, I haven't seen such obvious dark circles under your eyes in so long! Don't tell me. You're planning to make us Night Watchers too, so you're getting some practice in? What are you talking about? Just kidding! Alright, Manato's waiting for you in the outer courtyard. Better get going. Come back soon and tell me about what happened these past few days. You didn't tell Belle at all? I thought you were siblings! We tell siblings everything! Hello? Anyway, hi, Manato. Proxy, Lucia seems down lately. Yuzua and the others think that you might know what's up. Actually, we've seen her posts. Is she still sad about parting ways with that ethereal puppy? It's possible. Where's Lucia? I just saw her at Fluffy. Let's go over now.
Although Lucia's always going on and on, like, we gotta be friends with ethereals, we can never quite follow her train of thought. But as her human friends, everyone really likes her. Plus, she's always so cheerful. So what's been weighing on her lately?
Girl, the puppy! She lost the puppy! Hello?
Oh, miss, I remember you. Would you mind if I asked a few quick follow-up questions?
Oh, you mean the sturdy little pillow I bought here?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Thank you so much. So, did your puppy like it?
Yeah, she loved it.
I'm glad to hear it. Next question is, how's the wear and tear?
Pretty worn out now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. We'll keep improving the pillow's material. But the material's already been reported as too hard by a lot of customers. If we make it any sturdier, I'm worried some smaller pups might hurt their teeth chewing on it.
Maybe make one for larger dogs and then one for smaller dogs?
Chestnut is, well, a big girl. For most dogs, the material is already strong enough, I think.
All right, noted. And one last question. Has your pup shown any discomfort from the filler's scent?
Not at all. She's quite a strong pup. Loves running around with that little pillow in her mouth.
Wonderful. Thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate the feedback.
Lucia, are you done talking?
Karen falls silent, staring at the tall, slightly intimidating K9 Thyron standing before her.
Huh? What's with that look? What were you guys talking about just now?
Well, she's assuming you're the dog, so... After a whirlwind of explanations, you finally convince Karen the toy wasn't meant for Manato. Karen apologizes 6 times for the misunderstanding, then brings out the store's most popular dog treats and insists Lucia take them.
Next time, don't call Hatis puppies.
All right.
Canine Thyrans aren't puppies either.
Right, huge difference among the 3 of them.
Of course. Whether it's a fierce canine Thyran or a bulky Hati, neither is your average little pup. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out loud.
Manato's just getting shit every time he goes out. Manato glares helplessly at his friends.
All right. Back on topic.
Congrats, your post is blowing up.
Congrats, Lucia. Your latest post is getting a lot of attention. If Manato hadn't told me, I'd have thought everyone suddenly wanted to discuss why Trinocs have such pointy heads.
Don't mention it. I put so much effort into my serious, well-thought-out research posts. But everyone just wants Chestnut's adventure stories. Some even asked when Chestnut will dive through the fissure into Hollow Zero, punch the hornets, kick Nineveh, and reach the peak of ethereal life.
Soon, I believe.
Lucia, we all know you miss Chestnut, but...
But a Hati's front legs are built more like a real canine's, not a cat's. I mean, they can't punch hornets, and its back legs can't really...
Wait. This is what you've been stressing over?
Well, not exactly. Actually, Wise, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. Things are mostly settled now. Kieran's been turned over to public security. But when I asked the chieftain, even he had no clue why I was able to summon an actual Hati using just the staff and a notebook.
It's special powers, whatever.
If it wasn't just the staff, then maybe the little Hatis appeared because the night horror was watching me again. Or was it because of Chestnut?
Why not both?
Do you think the night horror might not be an ethereal at all?
Okay, I was thinking the night horror was an ethereal, but not an ethereal? What could it be?
I trust your judgment. But aside from ethereals, the only other beings we've seen born from the Hollow are sacrifices, right? The night horror doesn't seem like one of them. Then what could it be?
Probably a merger with a human then? I don't know, but that they turn into sacrifices or ethereals, depending on who you're talking about, but...
It gave the Night Watchers the traits that make ethereals mistake us for kin. It can enter our dreams and lead us into the Hollows. It even foreshadowed my farewell with Chestnut. It has to be something far more mysterious, some deeper creation of the Hollow itself.
Ooh, Hollow Eon, I don't know.
But I still know far too little about the Hollows. Like you said, the answers might be a long way off. At least I can restart the research I put on hold. So, who's coming with me into the Hollow to see if an Avaris actually bonks its horn when it rolls over?
Homie, you gotta sleep early today no matter what. Let's leave such night outings for next time. Lucia isn't disappointed. She happily waves to you and leaves, scribbling away at her little notebook. In the night sky of the unknown and on this dreamless journey, there are plenty more truths regarding the Hollows, waiting to be discovered by this Thyran girl full of curiosity. King Hati's journey through the Hollow. Anyone know about this spook shot? It's like this forum where people always discuss the weirdest topics. I used to think they were just talking nonsense and fear-mongering, but recently I came across King Hati's journey through the Hollow, and it was actually pretty good. After changing my mindset and rereading the old posts, I suddenly realized they're all great fantasy novels. I'm really curious when Chestnut will break into the Hollow, punch out Hornet, kick Nineveh, and reach its peak of its journey. I'm also wondering when Rockets and Wanderer will finally open up to each other and get together. Night Emissary, Yuzu Pepper and Strawberry Parfait, please don't stop, the update's coming! Holy moly, OP even drew an illustration of a hottie. You must be talking about Miss Night Emissary's new work. You've got great taste, but Strawberry Parfait hasn't updated in a while. Don't tell me they got kidnapped by impatient readers. Thanks for the recommendation, OP. My aptitude for ether is terrible, so I've barely been into the Hollows. After reading a few posts, I had no idea so many interesting things happened there. Yo, before you post, OP, what kind of forum is this? You're totally misleading the kids. I've read Night Emissary's posts. Her knowledge of ethereal surpasses many professional investigators, yet somehow her common sense is bafflingly lacking. What's the deal with that? Hey, you leave her common sense alone, all right? Woo, okay, that's it. Okay, I think this is just like a fun little story. It's not my favorite, but like it was there, you know? I don't know how I feel about the way that it ended and like the whole like I must be the vain villain stuff like that happened with Kieran. I don't know. I think Kieran in general is just a weak villain, personally. I like his motives, right? Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that he's just like, oh, people treat us like shit, and I want kind of revenge for that. I want to find out I want to be able to control that power. But the way he goes about that contradicts himself so much, to the point where I'm just like, so what's your motive, actually? Like, do you have like a strong choice as in why you're doing this? Like, it just sounds like you're bitter. It just sounds like you're a bitter teenager who wants the power from themselves, and like you have no way of explaining that clearly. Like, it feels kind of all over the place. I do like the fact that this story does dive into her tribe's people and like the lore and the mysteries and stories surrounding them, and I hope that we get to see more in the future. Like, Lucia's a fun character, and there was no point in the story where I was just like, oh, I'm bored of this, like nothing's happening right now, right? I like what information we've got out of the story. I just feel like the villain was such a shoehorn problem to the point where it's just like, so we thought of this villain last minute and he wasn't really, you know, that essential to the story. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of hope we get to see more of like the night horror in the future with Lucia. Like, if they ever do another Spook Shack thing, or like maybe the night horror has a different name and there's other either tribesfolk or like different agents who have some kind of connection with this night horror, maybe, and maybe they'll expand upon it in the future, who knows. But as of right now, I think that's the most interesting part about all of this. The actual villain plot of the story was kind of just like, okay, you sound like a B plot, you know? But otherwise, this was fun. This was a pretty okay story. Lucia, love her. And I told y'all there was no way we'd be able to keep Chestnut within our little circle, which is unfortunate, but at least Chestnut didn't die. And you know what? For this game, I'll take that.